Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is the Game War in the Pacific Admins Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Italian. He's the Japanese commander, and for me it is Allied side. December 27th, 41. More dot bases are changing here. The side, joining the rising sun. The defense of Port Moresby is starting to falter. Maybe one or two more strikes of the Japanese army will kick me out of the hex, but here's a small success. Mark 14, blow up a short range Japanese cargo ship. This is at Mindanao. Yeah, no, source of Mindanao. Enemy cruiser mine layer and my troop transport. Both are trying to avoid a conflict, so you have no battle. This escort ship still avoid every torpedo strike. And here's the next no explosion, Mark 14. Japanese ship are sinking. And here is the Royal Thai Navy submarine, and I am outside of the shallow water, so no escort here north of Perth. So this tanker is under risk to be attacked again, and then maybe will fail. Here is a accident unloading. I normally want to unload at the base and not somewhere nowhere. My 2-pounder gun is still hitting, but I can only hope to create some fire, nothing else. No hit here. Second attack, second time failed, so this tanker can have still a chance. A Dutch submarine with a double torpedo, not explosion, so only 2 out of 4 hits. So 4 torpedoes going out, 4 hits, but only 2 trigger. Still 2 torpedo hits should be enough to sink this AP. Yeah, there's immediately sinking sound. Shallow water and still no success for the Japanese. Don't want to waste more torpedoes. Yes, strike on Manila. Not too many hits here, because Italian is flying at 15,000 feet to avoid the medium flag. Dive bomber. These are all more or less really only support strikes. Not a meaningful concentration in cooperation with army ground forces. More or less only to slow down movement and create chaos. And I was hoping to reach this dot base and stand down, but looks like the carriers are still in range. And my good cheap chips are going down. So AP lost, AK lost. I mean, we'll sink soon. The AM survives. But here's the other AP. So this Dutch submarine can finish off 2 APs maybe today. Yeah. Second one is also going down. And here's the AK sinking. Pity. More landings at the Dutch East Indies side. Manila. So guns in 2 divisions to block me. The next Japanese attack, you can see there are more or less only 2 regiments and a half regiment. The rest is inactive and only watching. And the Japanese again have a 2-1, so successful reducing the fort. Casualties are equally, and 1-to-1 kill ratio is in favor for the Japanese because they have 3 times more than me. And free French unit is also now finally destroyed. New Caledonia is completely under control of the Japanese Empire now. And these are only Dutch civilians giving up. So I also built up the airfield of Manila a little to have the option to maybe run the 2-engine bombers without limitations. Not that I really will use it. Good. Similar results like yesterday. Japanese losing more because of flak damage. And for me it was only 1 seal goal. Maybe operational loss. The pilot is fine. So I have still only very light pilot losses so far. And the air loss ratio is roughly 2-1 in my favor. But this is also heavily related to that I don't play aggressive offensive with my air fleet so far. Good. Nothing to discuss really at Pearl Harbor or in the north. No activity here. I try to move all northern equipment to the South Pacific. No sighting of any ships here. Midway, Central Pacific is empty. I don't try to enter Japanese space, and looks like the Japanese are also not here, at least not at Fiji. They took over New Caledonian. No carrier fleet here at Sydney more. So this means I would say that my... Where's my cruiser? This is my tanker. This is the AP. There's also AP coming. I sent somewhere my cruiser. Maybe my cruiser is awaiting port. Ah, yeah. So I sent the cruiser after refilling to Wellington. So I fixed some small system damage, and then I can maybe departure and try to reach Sydney. Have a light cruiser in every main port here at the east coast of Australia would give me the chance to at least try to intercept some of Italians' navy assets if they're coming too close. Port Moresby is close to fall now. I have now no fort level left. One more turn I could rebuild the first, but the first is not really important. I have still enough supplies, but I have no attack power more left, so not much I can really do. Simply, yeah. But I was able to hold it for nearly 3 weeks. No fast takeover. At least something. Japanese cruiser formation is here, and landings here everywhere. I only use submarines. This is a light carrier division is returning to Palau Islands. Was able to sink some of my cargo ships in tankers or whatever. And you can say it's not changing the situation so far. Italian must take Luzon. They normally need to take Mindanao and Malaya. I guess this is always a first phase for the Japanese player. You cannot avoid this. The question is if you push for Malaya only first, or if you try to go also for Burma at the same time. So far, I only see Royal Thai units crossing the border. These are scout units, no really army. My forces at Rangoon, you can see I'm closing on 900 AV. I'm building already fort level 3. So before the Japanese can arrive here, I'm maybe already at fort level 4 and 900 AV. I will not bring any additional troops to Burma to not break the game completely. Good, and no activity in China or India. There was only this one damn submarine, and I'm not here in shallow water, so I really need to enter shallow water to try to avoid submarine attacks. Good, see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.